some people at the office to like the place I work, and we got into a very heated conversation, right? And the question was, and I know that this is the thing that has been bothering me the most the last few days, just thinking about it after they talked about it. So you see the way the world is, right? And I just hope we can brush through this quick, but you see the way the world is, like the way the continents are placed and stuff? Why is it that one part of the world is very developed and one part of the world is not, and yet at some point in time there was one starting place, right? Like all of us, I know, we can't say that some people are created later, or no. We all existed at some point in the same place, right? We all started the same path. Why is it that, and okay, I'm going to cancel this out real quick. People are going to say Africa, right? Or South America were colonized. Yeah, Ethiopia wasn't, still the same, right? Before colonization, if you compare the two, like Africa and Europe before colonization, Europe was way ahead anyway. So like, I know there was kingdoms in Africa that were like developed and stuff, but like there was a certain type of like development that was not happening in Africa and South America, right? My question is, why is it that some parts of the world, right, are so different? You almost feel like you live in a different planet, you know? Like what caused that, like where was that change where one group just like shot up and one group was just stagnant? And now one is playing catch up with the other. Like I need an answer. Somebody told me, somebody once told me that he thinks the simplest thing about this is human beings are like adapt to different conditions differently. The people in Africa and South America between the tropics lived a life of comfort.
Where you don't need to do anything.
Yeah, you don't need to. Yeah. You don't need to
eat the coconuts.
Exactly. And you go to the beach.
You know,
The
coconuts as a football. You don't even need to create a football.
Exactly.
The coconuts are there.
But the people like at the north, like in those cold areas, have to find solutions to make themselves live.
Cold forces them to.
And so to him, to this guy, he's a doctor. He told me that for him, he's looked for like reasons, and this is the only thing he could come up with. You know, so for you guys, have you ever thought about it?
No,
like,
I've actually been thinking about it this week. That's
really,
yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Why? Like, why?
What was your conclusion?
Yeah, what was
the
your conclusion?
That bigger brains exist in different spaces. Not different spaces, but those spaces that you're talking about, like is it MEDCs? Yeah, the more developed countries.
But some of the smartest people are from Africa and South America, right?
Yeah.
But like, why? Why is it that we just still like playing catch to them? Like, what is it? I know there's corruption, but there was a point when corruption was not a thing. That's what I'm interested. I'm not interested in now.
Yeah.
I'm interested in before colonization, before all that. Because if you see like some of these films, Europe, they already had a system on the way of life that was so different to like Kenya, for example. There was like okay. There was horses and stuff, right? And like if you watch like Little Women, Pride and Prejudice, there was that like there was a way of life to it that we were so primitive to, right? Like we use like spears, wore like loin clothes and stuff. Why was it like that? You know.
So yeah, I'm thinking of two things. Two things is maybe Christianity.
Somebody told me that too, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how. First of all, this is the first time I've thought about this, so please don't attack me for stupid.
We want.
This is the first time that I've never thought about it like that.
As much as people are hating on me, that I know will hate on me for 110, please hate on him.
But I'm just saying. I've given a preface. I've given you guys a mindset. You know, please don't judge me. I've set it up well. That's the first reason. Then the other reason, I think, is people's mindsets. The way the group that comes together and thinks of what to do with their time, resources, and all that, people's mindsets are different. Now, for whatever reason why people's mindsets are different, I'm not sure. But that's the thing I can see about, at least, okay, so I've grown up in Africa. Look at me talking like international peeps. Grown up in Kenya, Nairobi, not even Nairobi, Kiambu County. Anyway, but like the mindset of even my parents is not open-minded. It's not one of sort of development and change, it's focused so much on what has worked in the past. What have our ancestors done? Yani just copy paste. Those guys lived. It was not living. They survived. Those guys survived. So
Yeah.
if we want to survive, copy paste the same thing that they did and produce that. Now, why I think like in the West, even in the East, like I feel like majority of those people have a developing mindset or like a mindset of growth.
We do too now.
But like it's now,
yeah.
that's why we are moving up. Like personally, I feel like Kenya is so good. If you look at the rest of the country,
Don't even talk about it. Just move. Just go.
Talk about it. We move on. We're doing well. We're doing well. But like the mindsets are so backward. You're hearing people's reasoning. Like just go and watch politics for Zimbabwe, Malawi,
Even Kenya to some extent.
Sometimes, okay, Kenya will fight, but have you seen those videos? You've seen those guys.
There's a guy from South Africa. I don't know what his name is. He I don't like talk about politics, but this guy is so funny. Cancel this guy is so cancel.
You're David, you're salty. You're salty.
No,
You're salty because we hated on your family.
No. The thing is, I know it's coming. So it's fine. I really don't mind, but yeah.
So this guy,
Yeah.
his thing though is he thinks, so he once said in the South African parliament
Yeah.
that I'm finishing this debate and then I'm going to order pizza from you. I'm like, what? And so he believes that he only has to wear Gucci to be somebody important.
To be somebody important.
The way the stuff that, so like he orders him and some of Nigerian politicians order pizza from the UK.
God damn.
Come on! I mean,
It's mad.
You know, it's
You can't. You see, so that mindset for growth, development, seeing how can we make the work easier, or how can we do better, how can we grow, what problems have we seen in the past that we can change in the future. I think that's a huge mindset that's lacking in these third world countries.
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of the time, you don't even care. You're not thinking forward. You're thinking right now, surviving the next day, surviving, not living.
It's a fatalistic. Yeah, it's like if something happens, you're done. Like mostly like health stuff. Like
exactly.
If you get sick, you never plan about it.
Exactly.
So.
And I feel like having that mindset is tough because it sort of locks you back from opportunities and the possibilities that could come in the future. Now the thing I'm wondering is why wasn't the roles reversed? Why isn't it the West that have this mindset of staying stagnant and staying stuck, trying to focus on the history and all that stuff instead of growing? Why is it them who have grown out of it and have developed so much, have better healthcare, have better services, have better costs of living and all that, better compensation, better jobs, all that? What difference did it make? What did they do?
I think here's my thing. Like I always equate it. The simplest way I think about it, and like
Jesus, they got saved. They got saved.
Maybe
somewhere in the Bible.
There is a few set of like beliefs that like I think really change the way the West is. Like people are equal, all these things, and it's almost like they're playing parent to children. So like if you live with your parents, right, and they provide you with everything, they're the ones that always work hard, but you don't. You know. You won't really know about stuff. You'll just be like, oh, okay, I'm waking up at 9, I'll just go and eat cereal, and like like you don't really think about anything. Yeah. So it's almost like they come up with like these ideas. They're always working towards the next thing. For us, they import it to us, then we wear. They import it to us, we eat. So we never really like of course we have stuff, right? We do have like industries and stuff. But like the iPhone, right? Yeah. We're always waiting for the next iPhone to come out.
Speak for yourselves.
No, okay.
Android guy for life.
Okay. We are all. I'm also
thank you so much. I know all the broke people will be on my side.
But that's fine.
But I love
no
comment.
No comment. My expose people said it not
no.
But
they're expensive.
We're always waiting for like the next thing, and so like it's almost like they pass it down to us. So by the time we are like, oh yes, I got this, they're the next thing. So they're always one step ahead, So we can never like it's almost like we're copying. We're always copying. We don't have our own like ideas and like beliefs We copy.
So okay, so what I'm going to say about the situation is it's always about giving value. So I say that in the sense of going back like a really far time back, there was a need for people to build stuff, and so people built machines that helped them to build whatever it was that they were building. Right now, in a day and an age where communication is the thing that we are really looking for, we're trying to connect with other people, and so technology
everyone.
is the one that's like at the very top. If you're able to provide value to the point where you're ahead of others in a specific situation, then you can definitely change things for yourself. Because I'm thinking, maybe someone here in Kenya makes something that is able to, like let's take Elon Musk, yeah? Everyone was focusing on technology in terms of communication and stuff, but he's already thinking in the sense of how am I able to take people from here to Mars. You see, he's already ahead in that way because he's provided value to the world in that way. So if us as Africans, if you're seeing us as like a minority group, because we are in terms of innovation and stuff like that, then if we put in the work for ourselves and able to provide value to the world for the next biggest thing, then definitely we can get ahead and we won't be exactly known as a third world country anymore. We can move up to second and then first. But as long as we are comfortable and all we're doing is receiving from other people, then we'll always stick to being a third world country.
Yeah.